On today's Newsmakers, Bill Maher sounds off on Nigeria and Christians being slaughtered there. Here are Raj, Nair, and I to break it down.
Bill Maher on his show on HBO said some absolutely spot-on things about the current genocide against Christians in Nigeria. Take a look.
I mean, the fact that this issue has not gotten on people's radar.
Right, no one's talking about it.
It's pretty amazing. If you don't know what's going on in Nigeria, your media sources suck. You are in a bubble. Not, and again, I'm not a Christian, but they are systematically killing the Christians in Nigeria. They've killed over 100,000 since 2009. They've burned 18,000 churches. This is so much more. These are their Islamists, Boko Haram. This is so much more of a genocide attempt than what is going on in Gaza. They are literally attempting to wipe out the Christian population of an entire country. Where are the kids protesting this?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Because no one will talk about it, so thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm joined now by CBN's Billy Hallowell. Billy, what'd you think about Bill's comments?
I think it's pretty powerful to have somebody who says, look, I'm not a Christian, but I cannot believe that this is happening. And this should be something that is horrifying every single person in this world, regardless of what they believe spiritually, because you have a situation where Christians are being, as he said, systematically targeted. So I have to hand Bill Maher some props for this because he's speaking up. He's speaking out, and he's doing what a lot of other media outlets are not doing, which is telling the truth. At CBN, we have been telling the truth, and Raj, you've done great coverage on this. I have covered this. We need to be shouting this at the rooftops because the fact is that more people die, more Christians die in Nigeria than anywhere else in the world, and it's horrific, it's shocking, and I love the fact that Bill Maher was willing, again, he's known as a big atheist voice, right? We've talked about this many times, and yet he's sounding an alarm that the media who should be doing their jobs are not sounding.
Yeah, you're right. This is actually a deeply personal story. If there's two subjects that I've been covering extensively at CBN, it's what's happening in Israel and what's happening in Nigeria. And almost on a daily basis, I get a WhatsApp message from one of my contacts in Nigeria. 7 people killed here. The photos that I see are little kids that have been chopped with machetes. And it's not just like once or twice. I mean, the amount of grotesque, horrific things I see on my phone. My wife, she's always scared to look at my phone because it's probably one of my contacts in Nigeria sending me a picture of someone who's been macheted to death. And no one cares. And I mean, no one cares. No one cares. And the thing is there is a systematic ethnic cleansing genocide happening right now all over Nigeria. And it's not just in one place. And it's not just one entity. It's Fulani herdsmen. It's Boko Haram. And no one cares. No one cares. And it's not just like, a bombs drop and, innocent civilians are also killed along with targeted militia. This is hand to hand. This is with machetes. This isn't bombs. This is a specific and intentional ethnic cleansing. And then obviously when it comes to Israel, it is kind of amazing. Let's take the past 2 years since October 7th out. I've been going to Israel, Billy, as you know, and for years I've been there 30 times, and I'm not kidding. When, let's say 10 years ago, there would be a kid in the old city of Jerusalem who was like pushed or like kind of treated unfairly or like scuffed his knee or, something. I mean, I'm being a little exaggerating, but it's something not a big deal, right? Not a big deal. And then conversely, like 100 people would be killed in Syria that same day. What made the front page news? The kid who was mistreated in the old city of Jerusalem, or the like hundreds of people that were just executed in Syria. And to me, this is, and I thank you, Bill Maher, for commenting on this if you're watching. There is a fact of the media. There's a fact of college campuses. No Jews, no news. The hypocrisy is overwhelming. I mean, people are being slaughtered all over the world for being Christians. Absolute radio silence. The things that are happening in China, Nigeria, and Iran, in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Absolute radio silence. And yet there's these, I mean, I don't want to say too much, Billy, but to me, I just want to commend Bill Maher for saying what he did, because he's going against the grain, but he's saying the truth. And so I applaud him for it.
Yeah, and he's also calling people out. I mean, he said, where are the kids protesting this, right? We see the kids protesting all sorts of things on college campuses. You know, to give you context on this, Open Doors USA right now ranks Nigeria the number 7th most dangerous place in the world for Christians. But when you dig into all the factors, I have the numbers in front of me. In Open Doors 2025 World Watch List, there were 4,476 Christians that were documented being killed for their faith worldwide. So almost 4,500 Christians. Now, we know the number's higher than that. That's what we have documented. Of those people, 3,100 of them, 69%, almost 7 in 10 of the Christians killed during that reporting period, which is probably 2024, they died in Nigeria. This is a place where so much horror is going on. In America, as a country, there are things that we can do to put pressure on the Nigerian, government, and there were things that we had done. In fact, America, under the first Trump administration, before Biden came in, they put Nigeria on the countries of particular concern list. This is a State Department list that designates them as not handling persecution well. It puts pressure on them. The Biden administration removed Nigeria from that list, and we are waiting to see what will happen if the Secretary of State, if Marco Rubio, will put them back on that list. That is the kind of pressure that needs to be exerted on Nigeria, and it's because when people like Bill Maher speak up, it helps put that pressure through the media, even on our own government, to do the right thing when it comes to Nigeria. So we've got to be praying for that and hoping that our leaders will put that pressure on the Nigerian government.
I'm usually a very optimistic person, Billy. I'm a classic optimist, but when it comes to this story, I'm not optimistic. Thank you, Bill Maher, and I hope what you're saying is true, Billy. But I've just seen too many slaughters and massacres of, just what happened again with the Druze in Syria.
Yeah,
crickets. Christians being slaughtered in Iraq and Syria. No one cares. The mass slaughter of Christians in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Nothing. I mean, literally the amount of stories I've done about Nigerians being hacked to death with machetes, and the people that watch here at CBN, we're obviously horrified and deeply concerned. But there's no flotillas going to Nigeria.
Right.
There's no college campus protests about the Druze in Syria. And to me, I really wish it wasn't like this, but it really is. No Jews, no news. I've even had my Nigerian contacts say, listen, we're being slaughtered by Islamists. Can you guys care like 1/10 about what happens in Gaza, what's happening here?
Right.
And
give
so
us a little attention, and our audience does care. And if you're watching this or listening to this, we want you to pray. We want you to pray to stop this evil, to stop the Islamists, that they would have changed hearts, for the victims, for the Christians living in fear, right? And that's why we cover this, because we know our audience cares. We need the rest of the world to care as well. And I think it is, and I agree with you, it is a positive step that Bill Maher spoke of. I hope other people follow suit on this, because it is otherworldly, satanic, horrific, and evil what is happening there. It truly is. And you know that better than anyone covering this, honestly.
Billy, you are absolutely right. The one thing that we can do is the most powerful thing that we can do, and that is to pray to the living God, to the person who defeated death, Yeshua of Nazareth, right? Jesus, Yeshua means God saves. So even though the world, the media, college students seem to ignore this story, we're not going to, and we're going to continue to pray and petition for them. Because they're our brothers and sisters, and we're not going to leave them alone, no matter if the entire rest of the world ignores them. We're not going to do that here at CBN. Billy, my friend, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
That's all for today's Newsmakers. Make sure you head on over to the CBN News YouTube channel and cbnnews.com for more of the news you need to read. We'll see you again tomorrow.